Sunshine, Chapter 3. The March. The train kept on going. As I pushed myself up in my sleeping bag, it was chilly. My leather jacket was put on, and a cup of coffee was needed. I took out a packet of instant coffee and poured in a cup of water, took out a spoon and swirled the iced coffee. Then I pulled out my flask and poured some bourbon into it, to help with the pain of life. I needed to find Sparky, as he could provide some joy. Took out some beef jerky and ate lightly, as my stomach was upset. As my feet led me through the train cars, I heard Sparky barking and growling. I started to run, as he was in danger. As my now rushing feet led me into Tom's train car, I saw him playing a tug-of-war with Sparky. Oh, thank God nothing was wrong. Tom looked concerned, and then he fell back into his bed. "Tom, you okay?" He nodded and propped himself up as Sparky licked at his hand, bringing a smile to both of our faces. Was just lightheaded is all, but today I feel a bit worse than yesterday. Depending on how long this trip takes, I may never see California. When he said that, something in me just broke. I took out a joint and lit up. The smoke was burning my lungs, and the coughing was brutal. I didn't care, as all I needed was something to dull the pain, or inversely make it worse to dull the current situation. "Hey, bucko, slow down there." I heard him, but didn't stop. How could I? I said to fucking stop! God damn it, Seb. That eventually got me to stop, as I couldn't even look at Tom or Sparky. I just keep losing, and you're gonna be gone soon. How do I just move on? I feel like death incarnate. Tom shakily pushed himself up and grasped his hands around mine. The physical experience was far too much stimulation. I backed away from Tom, feeling everything and nothing simultaneously. I expected words, but instead was betrayed by the uncomfortable silence. "Is there a point to this?" He shushed me, and I stood there holding his hands. Eventually he squeezed them and let them fall. "You need a grounding there. Also, you need to rely less on weed, nicotine, and alcohol, because if this is who you are when I'm still here, you'll be a fucking train wreck when I'm gone." I just took a sip of coffee, and he smacked it out of my hand. The liquid hit the ground near Sparky, who was startled. "Please, Seb, we're both doctors. Listen to me. This world needs you more than you need it." The face of stone had gotten accustomed to his breaking down. The tears were flowing and hurting so much more than I expected. To heal, one must first be hurt. You know that as well as me. I nodded through the tears. The tears flowed harder and hotter than ever before. It wasn't just my innocence dying. It was a valued friend and leader. "How do I live after you're gone?" He reached out to wipe the tears from my face. "Like I never left." Stay tuned for Chapter 4, Impossible Hope. Okay, bye. Love y'all. Woohoo.